What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Ham Radio Crash Course. Welcome to a Patron Picks episode as we're kicking off November. The patrons have voted, and we are going to develop our own ham radio handout. A flyer, a pamphlet, maybe even a tasty little business card explaining what is it we're actually doing in the field. So hang on tight, enjoy the memes, and we'll get started real soon. What's up, everybody? I'm Josh K6NAZ. Thanks for coming on out to the Ham Radio Crash Course. So this is a Patron Picks episode, right? But this is going to take a lot of user input. I want to hear from you guys as we put this together. Basically, what we're going to try and do is put together a flyer. You know, it could be a one-sheet print or like a three-fold type pamphlet, basically explaining what we're doing out in the field, right? Because there's a number of times you're knee-deep in a pile-up doing Parks on the Air, and somebody comes up to you, and they're kind of standing there, and they obviously want to ask you, are you talking aliens on that thing? And you want to engage with them, likely, hopefully. But, you know, for whatever reason, you're busy, you're tied up doing other things. So what's the idea? You hand them a little pamphlet, or maybe you just have them on a table, right? Or you're at a a picnic table or whatnot, and you have a little stack there, maybe a couple of them. Maybe just a little business card, right? A business card would actually be really, really slick. So that's what we're going to start out with here, right? That's the whole focus of this, and hopefully we have a little bit of fun doing it. Thank you, patrons, particularly our producer-level patrons, for voting on this. This is a fun topic, and really hit me at the best possible time that this could happen because, man, I barely got home like an hour and a half ago from helping my wife out starting at 8 a.m., Actually, no, it's 7 a.m. all the way until now. Just, oh my gosh, totally doing this Chinese carnival thing. All I did was move tables and boxes and cooked lamb skewers and set up burners and stuff. It was crazy. So I'm a bit exhausted. So I will say I'm very much enjoying this adult beverage that I have here. Oh, man. Cheers to everybody. Thanks for coming out. Appreciate you. Good stuff. All right. So let's hop on over here. Everybody go check out hamtactical.com. It is basically what helps run the channel, as well as our new coffee club, hamtactical.coffee. Links are in the video description. You can check that out. My sunburn? No, I was not in the sun. I think I was just red from running around like crazy. I took a hot shower moments before going live here. So anyway, hey, thanks for coming out. All right. So I am using a website called Canva. If you didn't know this is what I use for all my video thumbnails anyway, so the secret's out. This is the tool I use. It's a fantastic website. Yes, you have to pay monthly for this, so if you're not like a YouTuber that's making some dough on the side from doing this stuff, you may not want to try Canva. But one of the reasons I like it is because you can just type in something like pamphlet, and it'll come out with some templates. So we're going to use a template to help derive this pamphlet concept. And I think we'll start with a pamphlet. Pamphlet. Right? Let's see what we get. Oh, it helps if you spell it right. Okay. All right. So we've got a couple of options here, right? Let's pick something that's just not going to be too expensive to print. Am I right? So a lot of white and not a lot of color. So let's see here. I think we can move some of the color out if we want, just something real bland. Or maybe I'll let you guys vote. Maybe, that's probably what we'll do too, is we'll get a vote going here shortly. But let's go back up to the top and go with something pretty sparse. This could probably be pretty sparse if we clean it out. So let's see. Uncoded finish, yeah, because, they're literally, no. I'm not gonna buy this thing. Get out of here. Let's customize this thing. All right. So we can get rid of this. Can I just delete it? Good. We will work on that in a second. All right, so we got some things we can add. That's literally just a book. Get rid of that. I kind of like this, though. So, All right. So obviously this is fairly bookish. We'll change the font and make it a little bit fun. Is this a circle? Yeah, we can get rid of that. We can get rid of that. We can get rid of that. Now it's looking more ham radio already. Let's make the background just white so that we're not paying money for that. Bingo. Done. All right. Here's our template. So you ruined your life. Yeah, right, from The Simpsons. I definitely did not use road cones in the packing of my truck. I think I had 5 or 6 truckloads that I did today with ice. I was carting ice back and forth for this drink thing they were making. It was absolutely insane. Okay, so what we should do, I think, hey, it says who we are. We could just say, what am I doing? Huh. And we can answer that with amateur radio. And yes, my keyboard is having a malfunction on the D, so we're going to get some double Ds. If you wanted the Ds, you're getting them. All right, where do we go for information? Because, we can make this, we can write this up ourselves, just off the top of the head if we want to. But, we can make this a little bit easier by, I think, checking out some things like just Googling ham radio, right? What comes up when you search ham radio? Let's see. Wikipedia came up. Well, let's go check out Wikipedia. Amateur radio. Sure. Let's see what it says. Amateur radio, also known as ham radio, is the use of radio frequency spectrum for purposes of non-commercial exchange of messages, wireless experimentation, self-training, private recreation, radio sport contesting, and emergency communications. The term amateur is to specify a duly authorized person interested in radioelectric practice with purely a personal aim and without pecuniary interest, either direct, monetary, or other similar reward. I always take other similar reward reminds me of I'm holding someone hostage with the power of radio. You have to. This is how you need a bribe. And to differentiate it from personal or commercial broadcasting, public safety such as police and fire, or professional two-way radio services as maritime, aviation, taxis, etc. That's not bad. That's not bad. You could rickroll people with a QR code. We're going to talk about QR codes too, because you could just make a document, right? You could make a Google Doc and just have a QR code that pulls up the Google Doc for anyone that comes upon your station, right? Maybe you don't want to print this out. Maybe you just have a QR code. You could totally do that, right? There's a number of ways you can do that. It's a great idea. QR codes are going to be really, really good for that. Yeah, exactly. Not sure if accurate. Not enough references to aliens. Hey, guys, if you'd like to continue this fun that we have yet to start happening, but all the comments seem to be already there. I'm just catching up with my first beer. But we're going to do a Discord after chat where we take your questions live. I will be taking the comments, of course, in the chat as we're going along here. But keep in mind, if you're not seeing a lot of ham radio questions answered, don't worry about it. The next hour after we turn this one off, we're going to go back and start answering your questions live. So you could join us on the Discord or just hang out until I make my new live stream. No, go away and leave me alone. That's not bad, too. Let's see. Ham radio. Porcine-based simulation. Yeah. Going through the chat here a little bit. Yeah, a little sign would be good, too. And hypothetically, you could take take one of these and turn it on its side, and there you go. Chat GPT, we could do Gemini as well. In fact, I think I'll pull up Gemini just to get ready for that. So let's do that. I recently used Gemini for a couple of things, and it worked okay. Hello, Josh. We'll come back to you, though. So let's start out with this. We'll just take this this first part, and we'll copy it into our template. Nope. There we go. So we may need to just murder some of this stuff for now, and we'll just go ahead and paste that in, and I'll figure out how to delete links later because we don't need them. Copy style. Let's take that bit here. Copy style. Nope, didn't get rid of it. Oh well. Actually, they're not really links now. They're just underlined, which is not okay. Good, not bad. We can just stick with that. Okay, cool. So now we have a what am I doing? Obviously, we needed to use a more appropriate amateur radio font for all of this, so of course it's going to be Comic Sans, right? Comic Sans. What's Comica? Comica? Not bad. What am I doing? Comic Sans. There's. It's going to be Comic Sans on top of Papyrus, right? That's obviously the most important typeface you can use. Test successful. You've made it to the chat. Get a stock photo of a grandpa introducing his granddaughter to an amateur radio. Can we just pull that from Bridgecom? Isn't that what they use? If we needed this OM would need to be in all caps. Not bad. Don't forget the clip art from the 80s. Yeah, that's good too. Too bad this is an animated GIF. Otherwise, we could do, obviously the flame or the skull thing. That's like, okay, no, of course not. We're not going to use Comic Sans. I'm kidding. Let's go with textiles font. Give me all the fonts. Let me see all of the fonts. There we go. I just need something simple. What am I doing? I'm doing amateur radio. We're going to make this 25. Boom. And we're going to increase the font here to 18, maybe 14. Whoops. What just happened? I'm bugging out, man. I lost my screen. There we go. Let's make it 12 to start. Fine. Okay. So what is amateur radio? Boom, boom, boom. I could then use some of my many uploads that I've added because I use Canva for, like I said, all my thumbnails. And I could just have a picture of a radio. Sure, let's go with this one. Hey, that's a radio. Let's shrink this guy down and throw him right about there. Maybe I'll crop that a bit. We'll get this lined up. And boom. Already looking pretty good. So obviously I'm going to leave this other person's phone number. Let them call them. But I can say, all right, so what am I doing? Amateur radio. Specifically, this is Parks on the Air. That's what I'm doing right now. We're just using that as an example. So with this, where do we go for that? Maybe. By the way, I'm looking at the chat too. So if somebody wants to add something, feel free. So let's go to Parks on the Air. I'm curious what they think, what they say they do. Welcome to Parks on the Air, site for international portable amateur radio operations that promote emergency awareness and communications from national, federal, and state, provincial levels. Okay, let's see if we can find a little bit more about that. Help in getting started? Sure. Map of entities? Okay, let's take a look. Does that do anything if you just click on the top link? It doesn't do anything. I thought it'd be fun to just pull people's comments directly off the website because it'd be faster. I'm trying to make this easy for all of you if you wanted to do this on your own. So what is this? Docs home. General information. Getting started with POTA. Activators. Okay. Activators. First place start as a hunter. General information. Interesting. I thought this would be easier, but no, they don't have just a boilerplate right at the top. Who am I? What are we doing out here? Parks on the Air is about us kind of thing. So we're going to have to make this up on our own. Kind of curious. Let's see if I can embiggen this a bit for y'all. There you go. Getting started in POTA. Nope, that's not it. Getting started hunters, activators. Nope. All right, let's go back. By the way, this is a interesting idea for kind of just a curiosity. Think of yourself as somebody going to a website that is Parks on the Air or amateur radio related, and see if there's a ramp, a slight incline to get people a little bit understood about what they're doing. And there doesn't seem to be a lot of that right here. And I'm curious, are these links broken? What is this going to do? No, that's Facebook. Okay, we're not doing social media right now. Okay, let's skip this for right now, and let's go to Summits on the Air. Let's see what this is. New to SOTA. Hey, okay. SOTA has been carefully designed to make participation possible for all amateur radio shortwave listeners. This is not just for mountaineers. There are awards activators, chasers. See joining in. SOTA is fully operational in nearly 100 countries across the world. Each country has its own association, which defines the recognized SOTA summits within the association. Each summit earns activators and chasers score, which is related to the height of the summit. Okay, cool. So let's do this one. Let's go with this. Go to Wikipedia. Yeah, that's a good idea, Don. We'll probably just do that. Let's try that actually. See if that gets us where we're going. So let's do Parks on the Air. Very good. Is an international radio sport award program that encourages licensed amateur radio operators to visit, enjoy, and operate radio equipment in a variety of parks and public lands, always respecting other parks' users and local. See, that's money right there. If you've got people that have no idea what you're doing and they see a big antenna and wires all over the place, always respecting other parks users and local regulations is great. POTA issues awards to participants based on a wide range of criteria, including the total number of radio contacts made, number made on each amateur radio band, and for different modes of operation, including voice, Morse code, and FT8. So yeah, okay, let's take that. Boom. So we'll go back to our boobity blue here, and I think we can blow all this stuff out. We'll leave our little picture there because I think we're going to... So let's see. What is this font? It just is body text. Okay, fine. This is 14, so maybe we'll drop this down a little bit to 12, maybe? Yeah, good. And we will drop this like that. Looking good so far, hopefully, maybe. I don't know. We can go in here and murder face that. And we'll drop in a picture of Steve. Maybe we'll drop, you know what we'll drop is a sad That's what we'll drop. They'll love that. Let's see. Can we go down? I have so many pictures in here, guys. Find me a picture of a POTA. That's kind of cool. It's not the right size. Picture of a park sign. Yeah, and trifolds exist, right? This is more of a rationale of like how easy this is and how we should, you should all probably do it to some degree or not, right? So let's find. No, I'm not going to use the New York picture. We need a picture out in the field here, so let me keep scrolling. Since I found this, I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of this lady. Sorry, lady. I do love this picture. This was taken at the HRCC campout this year. I'm going to go ahead and drop that bad boy. Sweet. Looks good. Position, we'll take that to the back. Get this little poop stain like that. That's kind of artsy. Looks good. All right. Let's go back to our images here. Just post a picture of Red. Red Summit RF. Yeah, that's the one we want. Another one of my favorite POTA pictures. And we'll crop that to fit. Cool. Yeah, good point. There are plenty of other entities out there that have their own type of trifold, flyers, business cards, whatever, that will, have templates, right? So feel free. I know, Mike does it. Exactly, man. Exactly. That's funny. That's what it feels like. All right, so let's take our text here, copy that over, copy style, boom. Line these up to the right. And we need a buzz. So I'm going to you guys. I'm pulling you guys directly. We need like a 2-word, like a gotcha. What is it? What's the 2 words are gonna go in there? Maybe 3 words. It's just like what do we do? Like 3 words, like a big takeaway thing. Yes, aliens. I like it. Connecting in nature's really good. That's pretty good. That's pretty slick. I will get rid of that. And we go and goes burr. We'll do that. I use connecting in nature for my cart. Nice. That's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one. Add in some positive action words. Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. Put my call sign in there. Oh, that's a really good idea. So I do have a QR code. I'm just going to pretend. So my FCC call sign is Kilo. Like that. Not bad, not bad. Obviously, this is like this is the inside, this is the outer page. So actually this should be the inner page. I did this backwards. So the way a pamphlet works is it's dual-sided, right? So you have the inside and the outside. So we just did the inside. Oh, you know what the tagline is? Resonate, radiate, propagate. That's the tagline, my guys. That's the tagline. That's the tagline. We know where that. You can find that at hamtactical.com. Our number one selling T-shirt. Pearson Radios. That's it right there. Waves in Wilderness. That's pretty good too. That's really good. ChatGPT connect. Oh, okay. Connect, Broadcast Explorer, Ham Radio empowers DIY communications, global reach, and that is real good. That's really good. That's a really good. So, all right. Oh, hey, thank you so much for the super chat. Hey, Josh, thanks to you and Ham Study. I just passed my tech exam today at a local Ham Fest. Thanks for all the great videos. Well, congratulations, buddy, and I appreciate the super chat. It means a lot. Thank you. Wines, waves. Okay, so this is the inside. What am I doing? Blah blah blah. We kind of maybe did this a little bit backwards. We may have to change this around a little bit. So let's look on the outside. So this is the inner page. So this we got to think. We flipped this. My bad. I should have taken a second look at this. So what am I doing? We should actually flip this. No, because it's got to be something fun and catchy in the front. So we are going to rob the Chat GPT one. So let's see. Can I rob that? How do I get that? I can't. Okay. Let's go to Gemini real fast and say, give me a short description of amateur radio. It's a way to connect with people. This response double checked with, okay. It's a way to connect with people around the world, experiment with radio technology, and provide communication during emergencies. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and copy that. So we will go back to our front side that we're now. No, I'm gonna move some of this stuff around. I think I'm gonna change. What am I doing? Amateur radio. Let's copy this guy, and we're just gonna paste him down here. Nope, that didn't work at all. Dog, what are you doing? There we go. That's what I needed to do. We'll sort that out in a second. Let's go back up here. Make this the... Nope, we got to go back to Gemini. Sorry. And we will bump this up a little bit. Now we can embiggen our radio picture. Sure, why not? So what am I doing? Let's say that's the first, the outer page. So I'm thinking to myself, outer page. Yes, like that. We'll figure it out. When hurricanes knock everything out, communicating when everything else has failed. Oh yeah, that's a good point too. That's good. But see, there's so many different ways you can go with this. There's all kinds of different ways that you can approach this, which is, pretty interesting. If you think about it like that. All right. So this would be the backside. The backside is not. So you're going to open it up. Let me see. It's going to flip over that way. That would be the backside of that. So maybe we don't want that. Change the background to white. There we go. We need some images, too. Like some infographics. Get the poop stains out of here. There we go. Lost my chat. Where's my chat at? That's really good, too. Maybe we change that to this. When all else fails, ham radio works. We'll take that. Okay. On the inside, let's go into a little bit greater detail. So I think that this will probably move, but it's fine. So, in fact, I'm just going to copy. I'm going to copy these guys over. So you got to think about this when they open it, right? So they're gonna see the front. What am I doing? Amateur radio. They're gonna open it. There's my antenna. They're gonna open it again, and now they're looking on the inside of the pamphlet, which is the inner page. So that's where we say all of this stuff we have about Parks on the Air. So let's go ahead and delete that. This is the type of stuff me and my wife geek out on, like making different things like this. She's not watching right now because we just finished the Chinese school, or the carnival, so she's with the kids doing kung fu. Specifically, this is Parks on the Air. Okay, so what do we want to say on the inside? So they open it up, boom, specifically this is Parks on the Air. Parks on the Air, ... with radio. All right, now we want to go into a bit greater detail of like what radio can do. I guess to a point, right? Because we don't want to go too into the weeds because people will be like, I'm out of here. This is all geek stuff. That's okay. So I like this. All right, I like this. I see where you're going. So specifically, then you're saying what Parks on the Air is. So my station. So let's talk about my radio station. What you're seeing. My radio station. Let's say uses a long wire antenna. And we can't start going like multi-band because they don't understand what multi-band is. They can't really understand, like the feasibility of that doesn't really make sense to them, right? So we're going to have to take this in a different direction. Why do I have 32 notifications on my... What is going on in the front of my house? Oh, it's raining. Okay. That's why. Oh, what is it? K7VIQ. Let's just pull that up. We'll come back to that later. Nice. Thanks, Paul. Very cool. We'll come back to that in a second. Let's go back here. All right, so my radio station uses a long wire antenna. This allows me to transmit my signal over 1,000 miles away. The little box I am playing with is my radio. It transmits 100 watts of power. Many people ask, is this dangerous to stand by? No. This is non-ionizing. I don't want to use the word radiation, but non-ionizing radiation well below the frequencies that cause cancer. Boop. It's not harmful. That's right. It's absolutely not harmful. Why is that? There it is. That's pretty good too. 100 watts. See. By the way, pro tip: if you use words versus numbers, it looks a little bit more intelligent. 100 watts is similar to a strong light bulb, which is interesting because radio waves and light exist are part of the electromagnetic spectrum. Boop. Everything causes cancer in California. That's right. It's true. You know that. You think so? Well, you can modify yours. My radio station uses a long wire antenna. This allows me to transmit my signal over 1,000 miles away, direct to. I want to say this is one-to-one communication. No, maybe not. Which is interesting because radio waves and light are. I use a strong light bulb worth of power to make links. So yeah, no infrastructure. Oh, good point. One of the best things. No, you know what? I'm gonna save that for the next one. So I'm gonna copy this. So we're gonna delete all this stuff, and we'll drag that over. One of the most powerful aspects of amateur radio is, and I lost Don's comment. Don, no infrastructure, right? Is there is no infrastructure. Meaning no monthly fees, no use. Nah, see, meaning no monthly fees, period. Let's just drop it like that. My signal travels directly to the other station that hears me. And so boom, boom. Okay. If you would like to know more about amateur radio, please see my YouTube channel at Ham Radio Crash Course. I highly recommend everybody put this in their pamphlet. Specifically, the playlist, Are You New to Radio? Start here. That's also pretty good too. I like that. Mike, Mike. It's their first experience the ham radio. You can't just hit them with the horrible addiction we all suffer from. The value of radio. No electricity, no internet, no problem. That's also pretty good too. That's really good. That's really good. I tried telling a YouTube former fighter, a white, he's a white person or is YouTube, that 243 is not UHF. No, that's gave references here. Sponsored by MasterCard. By the way, everybody that's curious, I will make these available. I will post them on Patreon, but I'll make it a free post. I'll get a PDF or something like that if we end up with something good. Oddly enough, just making a pamphlet, we're already 40 minutes into the live stream. We haven't even got to the business card. I may skip over the flyer and just go straight to like a business card, like a boom boom, a quick little, hey, here you go. What am I doing? You do this. And then you can go talk to Amanda. You can have Amanda print them out for you and make them look real good. Amateur radio might cause you to move to get a lower noise floor and other high dollar addictions. I use a 3x5 card. Yeah, 3x5 cards are okay. The problem is that like business cards, it's really easy to get business cards printed. So I find them really handy for lots of purposes. It's really easy to actually get like 100 business cards because you're not really going to hand out a lot of them, but they're cheap and they're easy to print. They'll show up at your house and you just boom, throw them in your bag. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, you'd be shocked. It's probably more expensive to get these pamphlets printed than just like a couple of business cards, like 100 business cards. Cheap because there's so much competition. All right, so let's add a little bit more fun to this. My radio station. So okay, cool. Let's find. Obviously, they're sitting in front of you. So what would be a good the value of radio, and then having this whole aspect of like going the electromagnetic spectrum. You might want to have a little sciencey graphic here. Maybe. Let's see. What if we did electromagnetic spectrum? Oh, that's not bad. Some naked people on there. That's good. But that'll get messed up. Yeah, we won't go back. Give me a better picture. That's not it. Hey, that's not bad. That'll get cropped pretty significantly, though, and there's too much high detail. Who got their station? Wait. Whose station is this? Got your station in Wikipedia? What is that, an icon? They're both icons, I think. That's pretty slick. That's cool. Bummer. That's also really good, Don. Don's coming out. He's got a lot of hot bangers on this live stream. That's pretty dang good, bud. That's also pretty good. What if we do that? Okay. Electromagnetic spectrum simplified image. Houseflies are on there. That's okay. Now, yes, we're using these. I'm not profiting off any of these images for anybody that's curious. We want one that calls out. See, this is pretty good. That's pretty good. Well, okay. Let's see if we can just copy this image. Copy image. Let's see what it looks like when we paste it in. Yeah, see, it's too big. We're going to lose some definition here. Not bad. Not bad. So then let's go back to uploads. So my radio station. What's a picture of my radio station? This is definitely the picture of the radio station. I use that in an after chat. Yeah, use the station from the whatever disaster movie. That would be funny. You're all seeing my secret images here that a lot of these have not made it to. Oh, what's that? Was this? That's not my station. Oh, that's not bad. But that's not 100 watts, so we can't use that. Although they're not going to know. Good Lord, I have a lot of pictures. Put my Spider-Man one in there. Put a CB. Use that CB radio, right? That's pretty good. Oh, that's a 905. Oh, there it is. There's a 100-watt radio. Boom. And we'll crop this. That's actually the Jerry radio. Always hurts my heart every time I see this. Even when I use this radio. Yeah, let's put Jerry's radio in there. I think that's nice. All right, so let's go back. So what am I doing? This is on the outside. We've folded this. It might be a little weird fold. No, but you open to the right. So that's perfect. This is the front flap, this guy on the left. So when you fold a pamphlet over, you open it like a book, right? So we're boom, that's the first one you see. And then the antenna is going to be the next one. When all else fails, ham radio. My FCC call sign is KI6NAZ. That back plane, we're going to have to work on that. But then they're going to see, so they're going to go boom, boom. And then it's going to be specifically, this is Parks on the Air. Parks on the Air is an international radio sport. Okay, that's from Parks on the Air. My radio station uses a long wire antenna. This allows me to transmit my signal. Good. There's a picture of the station. The value of amateur radio, or the value of radio. I should make that all. Of radio, the electromagnetic spectrum. Okay, good. Ever wanted to go to the Super Bowl and get a ham radio? Some are more pamphlet friendly than others. I don't think I understand what you're saying there, Dusty. During recent hurricanes, amateur radio was sometimes the only. You know what? That's actually probably really something good we should put on that back panel here. What we're okay. So how do we tie? We need a little quick little taggy title, something real sticky, basically saying that what we're doing in Parks on the Air has applications to emergency communication, right? So this is, I need a good title here. I got it. Yep. Oh, that's really okay. Yeah. Practicing emergency communication. There you go. So this is gonna be like the backside. They might see this when they're driving home. Practicing emergency communication. So up to D and big in this, which is good because we're probably gonna go with a different image here. Being radio being decentralized. It has been vital during emergency events such as the recent hurricane, such as Hurricane Helene in North Carolina. During Helene, cell phone and wired internet. Should we use infrastructure? Let's use infrastructure. Infrastructure was dead. Use a good word. Amateur radio was the primary and most effective communication method. Yeah, please don't do that. Yeah, we can pop that on the end, I think. We can say I want, actually what I want to do is let's find Hurricane Helene night satellite image. Yeah. Remember that one when we had that image? Isn't that like a stark like let's copy that image. That's definitely what I copied. Yep. That's exactly what. Thank you. Oh, great. It's going to be one of those. Thanks so much. Are you going to play me like this? Trying to make, come on. Guys, I just needed the image of the thing. You know what? Let's see if we can just copy this guy. We're just gonna copy this image. Okay, we're fine. And yeah, so if we did one of these, maybe we can just work with the border there. And like that. Center it. And then maybe we just drag that. Boom! Look at that. It's pretty good. Gotta say, that's pretty good. That's true. Good point, Don. Good point. God, my phone is still blowing up. Why? Yeah, it's raining. I get it. Oh, it is California. That's like the first rain in like 8 months. So my security cam's like, I'm not used to this. What's happening? Let's center that title. The text should be centered. Okay. So let's see. We started out here. What am I doing? Amateur radio. That's fine. We'll leave it at that. Specifically, man, I can't believe we already blew through 50 minutes. That's crazy. That's so crazy how fast this hour blows by. Every time I do these, I'm still shocked at how fast we blow through these live streams. I like it. What do we think? What do we think? Is that we should align these? All this text though should be aligned. Ideally, we make this a bit longer at the bottom here because I think we want to fill the space as much as we can, and we want to align these guys. Nothing's weirder if it doesn't go along the top. You know, I think personally, use of white space and then aligning things so that you don't freak out. Yeah, I definitely should have invited Randy. He'd be a wealth of. Oh, hey, Don, thank you. I didn't know how well this would go down, but I thought we'd have fun trying it. But hey, thank you. I appreciate that. It really does mean a lot. Add a QR code to your channel. No, yeah, that's what that QR code's supposed to mean there. For everybody that, I'm going to try and get you that. I will see if I can just let everybody get to my Canva template, and then you can modify it to your heart's content. Worst case scenario, it'll be a PDF. But then you won't be able to edit it. I'll see if I can get it in some kind of a way you can modify it. Yeah, by the way, this is a fantastic club event, right? So think about your amateur radio club. You guys could do this as one of your meetup for your events. Like this should be a meeting idea, something where you get together and you make a pamphlet that you would take, when you're doing field day, when you're doing whatever. This is the way to go. I think. I think this is a fantastic idea. Yeah. So business card. Let's see if we can crank on a business card. We got like 8 minutes. Impossible. Let's do create new design. So let's do business card. See, I wanted portrait. I think portrait is the key here. So let's see. Is there a front and back? Oh, we've got some templates here. I like it. Oh, that's not bad. What if we use this in the background as kind of like a topology thing? It's amateur radio. And then we go back here. Let's find something that's a little not as artsy. Yes, go with the Star Trek. Go with Star Trek 3 font. No, we'll make it simple. What am I doing? And then we'll bring this guy up here. Amateur radio. And we'll make him a bit bigger. Like that. Perfect. Nope. It absolutely does if you're like on a summit. Right? This could be your summit card. We'll call this. We gave Poe to the last one. We'll do summit card here. So let's do. I probably need to get rid of that. And let's take. Oop! I lost it. Lost my chat. There we go. Now, see, that's not. I want. Oh, you know what? Let's go back to Wikipedia and see if they got something there for us. Oh my god. Using any method of travel, including hiking, climbing, cycling, and their own amateur radio stations for the summit or mountains. Boom. I like it. So we're going to This is Summits on the Air. And we will lengthen this out a little bit. What was the font we used up here? What was that font? Glacial, indifferent. Great. And then we will take text. Don't like that at all spacing wise, so we're going to sort that out right now. And we're going to right align, left align it. See, this doesn't answer a lot of questions, though, because it's a business card. Using any method of travel, hiking, cycling. Yeah, so the downside of that, though, with if it's a Summits on the Air card, is that you're probably, like, not within the internet, right? That's kind of one of the thoughts there. So you kind of do need to explain, oh, hey, thank you very much. Chad, thank you for the 10 Ham Radio Crash Course memberships. That's very nice of you. Thank you so much. Very much appreciated. Thank you. How's this for a tagline? Amateur radio for those that choose the red pill. There you go. That's the real answer to the question. Ham Radio Tectonics got one? He did. That's cool. Thanks, Chad. That's awesome. Summits on the. See, I don't like this. I don't like this font though. We're gonna have to bring this down a little bit. It's too strong. So this is where you drop like. Let's see. The aim of SOTA is to encourage license. This is Summits on the Air. What am I doing? Amateur radio. Oh, see, what we should do is break down a little bit of amateur radio. So let's go back to our first one here. Okay. All right. Get out of here. Amateur radio, also known as ham radio, is a way to connect people. Okay, good. So take this one. Boom. Let's go back to this. What is amateur? And then we will add that here. Okay, and then we take this guy, get him out of here. New subtext, boom. And we may have to delete some of this stuff. Yeah, that's fine. And we'll go back up to this guy. Using the seasons, yeah. So we'll copy this. Nope. What is Summits on the Air? Cool. All right. Boom. So let's take this. Oh, it's 7 though. So this is already going to be pretty small. We would have to curtail this down a little bit. So what we should do instead is so let the info dump be in the back here, right? And then we say, what am I doing? We'll bring this way up here, amateur radio. And then you say, please see my, and then whatever. It could be your club. It could be a Facebook group. It could be whatever. See my YouTube channel and ham radio crash course. Boom. Change that to the seasons. Lower this down to that. And we will, I guess we're all doing left align on this one. Right align. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. What is this? This is glacial indifference. Yeah, don't like the way that came out. So let's stretch this a little bit. Cool. That's it. That was the long plan the whole time. You could do this in different ways. The text might be too small on this one because we're looking at it really big, like blown up on a big screen. I would put that on the back. They're going to see someone's shelf. Yeah, right. We've got too much in there. Let's see. Amateur radio, also known as ham radio, is a hobby that involves radio spectrum for non-commercial communication. What is amateur radio? It's a way to connect people around the world, experiment with radio. So let's just take that tagline because that's a real point, and we will bump that up bigly. Boom. And then what is some? Amazon is going to license amateur to operate any form of location using. What is Summits on the Air? Hiking to mountains with our radio antenna and power source to make 4 contacts to other radio operators. We want to say the higher the mountain gives us more points. The bigger the mountain, the more points we get. That should almost be like a takeaway point. So I'm gonna bring that out. We're gonna left align this bad boy. We're gonna what's this guy? 10? Okay, fine. So we're gonna even this out a little bit. We'll make this 10. We'll take up some of that space. Get them close in. 10. Oh, nice. And then the takeaway is going to be, we'll add a heading. Bigger than mountain. And what is this? Glacial indifference. All right. And then we'll make this fit. And we are done. Cool. Yeah. Not bad for an hour. A little bit over an hour. Did it. We did it. Yeah, so Jason, this goes back to my part that I mentioned in the beginning of the video that if you're in a parks on the air situation, it's likely that you have cell phone connections. And so you could just have like a bunch of QR codes, like just has a page with a QR code on it. What is ham radio? Boom. What is parks on the air? Boom. What is this? Like just like do the whole thing, right? I forgot one important part about Canva. This line spacing. They are ridiculous with the line spacing. Like an uncomfortable amount of line spacing that they give. See, even this is too much line spacing. Take it in a little bit there. Cool. Oh, that's pretty good. Another ChatGPT banger. SOTA combines hike, transmit, conquer. SOTA combines radio and adventure. Reach peaks, earn points, connect globally. I can't beat that, actually. I think we're gonna go with that. Hike, transmit, conquer. Oh, I'm not directly in front of my keyboard, so I'm a bit cattywampus. Combines radios, and adventure. Really, with the hyphen? Reach, fine. Reach peaks, earn points, and connect globally. Yeah, that's a banger. That's good. I like it. I do. That was nicely done, ChatGPT. Although this is weird. Why is this one fully formed? The other one isn't. That's odd. I can't copy directly because it's in the chat. The chat's all buggered right now. Hike, communicate, conquer. Yeah, we'll spell check later. We're not worried about that right now. Guys, it's fine. You're being picky. All right, I think we have done it. We've done as much as I'm going to do anyway. All right, so we're going to wrap things up here. We're going to go and end this live stream. And we're going to start up the after chat, which is your chance to ask amateur radio questions, right? So anything could be related to this show, but likely it won't be. Anything getting started in amateur radio, it's perfect time. We give you a priority. People who are starting out, we want to get you on the air as quickly as we can and be as helpful as we can. So in a couple of minutes, right, we're going to end this live stream. There's going to be a new one that's going to pop up. I'm going to post it, and then we'll be live in, 15 minutes or so, and then we'll be taking your questions live on the chat, on YouTube, but also on Discord. So link is in the video description to the Discord. Go make an account if you don't have one. Join the Ham Radio Crash Course Discord, and then scroll down to hashtag live-stream. That's the text chat. And then two below that, hashtag live-stream after chat is the voice chat. We would love to hear you on voice because we almost inevitably have a bunch of voice questions for you, and we kind of need you to get on the air with us, to use that term on Discord, to make sure you get them. I want to say a big thank you to the patrons. Thank you, patrons, for voting on this one. This one was like heads and tails. This was the clear winner. There was a number of other ones that are probably going to make it next month for sure, but this one was number one with a bullet, with no question. There's a lot of people that wanted to see this. So I will package this up in something. I don't know how I'm going to do it. It'll get posted tomorrow. In an editable format is going to be my preference, so that you guys can make changes to it. Add your own QR codes to what you find important. And then you'll be able to use it. And that's kind of the whole point. I'm going to grab a beer while this runs, so 1 second. Wow. I am a tired boy, and I'm also playing in the background with this new Flex radio. And I got to tell you, this is a different, like, you get used to a radio that's just like a radio. Throw it on a table, connect a bunch of stuff to it. Pretty straightforward. Some of the things with the Flex are a bit non-standard, not because like they can't do it. It's just you have to remember that it's almost like an internet device. And so trying to get all these little accessories internet or network connected is actually non-trivial. It's pretty interesting. It's a lot of fun though, particularly wherever you're at, you just pull out the app and you're like, oh, that's my freaking radio. I'm literally radioing right now on my home station with my Step IR antenna, which is great. That is a really, really cool part of it, and there are so many cool automations that you can do. Huge shout out to AA0Z, our buddy Kyle. AA0Z has a ton of really, really, really good videos in using the Flex radio. In fact, hey, there's a lot going on right now in the world of CW. Highly recommended if you're interested in this kind of stuff. And you don't have to have a Flex, but he does have automating like different types of tools using something called Node-RED, which I'm going to be dipping my my toes in even deeper than I already was in, because I've got like this power bar thing that's like network active, and I have a power switch that you can from the internet turn things on and off, which is useful for a Flex radio because you may want to turn it off, or you know, whatever. So yeah, guys, that's gonna do it for me. How wide? It's fairly wide. My waterfall's huge right now. This is like all of the CW space, like right there. That's the lower side of 20 meters, which is popping off big time. All right, guys, I am gonna get out of here and get started for the next live stream. So thanks for watching. I hope this was fun. I am exhausted. I hope I'm still punchy and with it, but I was carrying so much stuff today. All right, guys. I will talk to you in a couple of minutes. Please come back shortly. There will be a new live stream, and we'll answer your questions live, and I hope you do come out. Oh, that's the wrong one. There you go. Oh, hey, Ark Livin', stick around, buddy. He said there's very little activity on repeaters in our area, but my son and I were playing around and hit one. I'm now signed up for a test. Hey, good for you, but yeah, stick around. You may have some questions for us, and we're happy to answer them for the next live stream. Appreciate you coming out. Yeah, man, D-Rats. I did a live stream 6 months ago on D-Rats. Works great. It's actually surprising. It almost feels like it's better than it's ever been. It was highly effective.